Good morning, everyone. Last week, we have finished our discussion about the communicable diseases. Now, let's start with our new topic. And before we start with the new topic, let's have first an activity. So, everyone, are you ready? So, our activity for today is entitled Guess the Disease. So, you have to guess what kind of communicable disease is on the pictures by unscrambling the word. So, everyone, are you ready? Okay, so for our first slide, what kind of communicable disease is it? So your answer is coronavirus. So coronavirus is a type of virus that causes the disease from known as COVID-19. So very good, everyone. So for our next slide, it will be a highly contagious disease that marked by an itchy, blister-like rash caused by a varicella zoster virus. So what communicable disease is it? Is it chicken pox? Okay, very good, everyone. So for our third communicable disease, it will be is a viral infection that spreads from mosquito to people. So what kind of communicable disease is it? Is it what? Is it dengue? So very good, everyone. So next slide will be is it an infection that excuse me. So it is an infectious disease that most often affects the lungs. So what kind of communicable disease is it? Is it what? Is it tuberculosis? Okay, very good, everyone. So last communicable disease is an infection that attacks the body's immune system. So everyone, what is the answer? HIV. Okay, very good. So about HIV, what do you know about HIV? And how can you guess? No, how can you get this type of disease even you don't have a sexual intercourse? Okay, so your answer in my first question is what do you know about HIV? Is your answer is that you can get them by having sex with the person who already have that kind of disease. Okay, very good. So my second question is, can you get them without having sexual intercourse? No? Can you get that kind of disease without having sexual intercourse? And your answer is yes, because this disease can spread by direct contact of bodily fluid. Okay, very good. So now let's discuss about our topic, which is the sexually transmitted infections and their preventive measures. So before we start with our lesson proper, let's watch first a video about our sexual health. Are you ready, everyone? Okay, so let's proceed with the video. Okay, now I want you to observe the video and listen carefully because I'm going to ask some questions about the video and you're going to answer it in our Google form that I will be sending in our Google Classroom or on our GC. Okay, so let's start.
Taking care of your sexual health. Why is it that sexually transmitted infections, or STIs, continue to be a problem among teens and young adults? It's not a question of whether teens are having sex. By 12th grade, 65% of high school students will have engaged in sexual intercourse, and 1 in 5 sexually active teens will have had 4 or more sexual partners. These numbers continue to rise after high school. Young people aged 15 to 24 represent only a quarter of the sexually active population, yet they carry almost half of all STIs out there. In fact, 1 in 2 sexually active teens and young adults will get an STI before they are 25, but only 12% of sexually active teens and young adults get tested, which means a person with an STI may not know that they are carrying an infection. STIs don't always show symptoms. It's possible to carry and spread an infection even if you feel completely healthy. So it's very important to get tested if you are sexually active, not only to prevent the spreading of these infections, but also because untreated STIs can add up to serious health problems like infertility, the inability to have a baby, or pelvic inflammatory disease, which could land you in the hospital. Although STIs can be scary and embarrassing at times, we know they are not uncommon. The good news is that they can usually be cured or treated. If you're having sex, protect yourself by using condoms and getting tested for STIs. If you feel uncomfortable talking with your doctor about your sexual health, keep in mind that your few moments of feeling uncomfortable are outweighed by the benefit of addressing a potential health problem early on. Don't hesitate to talk to your doctor about actions you can take to safeguard your sexual health.
So now you are done watching the video, and now I want you to answer this link on our Google Forms. So this is the link, and I also send the link on our GC. Okay, so I have finished reviewing your answers, and I think all of you have answered it correctly. Okay, very good everyone for answering it right. Okay, so now let's proceed with our discussion about the understanding sexually transmitted infections. Okay, everyone, are you ready? So, what are STIs? No? So, STIs are infections that are passed from one person to another through sexual contact. Some STIs are caused by virus like HIV, bacteria like chlamydia, or parasites like trichomoniasis. Okay? So, many STIs can be treated or even cured, but only if detected early. Okay? So, if you have an STI, so you can cure it naman, di ba? And if you have to check it, no? Papacheck ka dason, and you can also you can help yourself, no? Hindi na maglala ang muna imong ginabatsyag. Okay? So next is these are the common STIs. Okay? So the first is HIV or AIDS, or so called human immunodeficiency virus. So it is an infection that attacks the body's immune system, and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome is the most advanced stage of the disease. So HIV is the first stage, and AIDS is the higher level of that disease. Okay? So this is the symptoms, no, nga mabatyagan mo if you have this kind of disease. First one is fatigue, sore throat, diarrhea, night sweats, and muscle contraction, and rash, fever, chills, swollen lymph nodes, and mouth sores. Okay, so next STI will be chlamydia. So it is a common sexually transmitted infection that can occur in both men and women. So it is caused by a bacterium called Chlamydia trachomatis. It is an easily treated and cured with antibiotics. So chlamydia can sometimes be have no symptoms, no, wala kami ginabatsyag. So and that, no, makulbaan kita, no, if we have STIs like chlamydia kay kisikis wala kami ginabatsyag. So in that way, no, we have to pa-check up gid always, and to ensure nga wala tasang diseases like this, no, chlamydia. So what are the symptoms of chlamydia? So this chlamydia, it first is inflamed eyelids. Second is abdominal pain. Next is vaginal discharge or bleeding. So next is discharge from penis. Painful or swollen testicles. Next is anal discharge or bleeding. Next is burning during urination. Next is nausea and fever. Okay, so chlamydia, it's I think it's called saton tulo or something, because vaginal discharge or bleeding and discharge from penis, and I think it's same na ni sila sa gonorrhea, no, because they have same symptoms. Okay, so next is next is gonorrhea. So it is a common sexually transmitted infection that caused by a type of bacteria. It is usually spread through vaginal and oral and anal sex. Gonorrhea is treatable and curable with antibiotics. So these are the symptoms of gonorrhea. Yellow or greenish discharge, no, sa mga gagwa sa aton nga mga private part. Next is burning pain when you pee. Excuse me. Next is pain in the lower abdomen. And next is bleeding between periods. Next is sore testicles. And next is pain or itching or discharge from our anus or from our bottom. So next is a sore throat, and last is eye redness and pain. So that is the symptoms when you have gonorrhea. Okay, next is syphilis. So it is a preventable and curable bacterial sexually transmitted infection. If untreated, it can cause serious health issues. Why? No? So how syphilis affects our body? So first, sore throat, no, swollen lymph nodes, no, and muscle aches, no, kapalanakit ng mga lawas, genital sore, no, sakit aton nga genitals, rash, no, ginarashes kita sa aton nga lawas, and also, and last is fever, no, ginahilanat kita. Okay, so next is genital herpes. So genital herpes is a herpes infection of the genitals caused by the herpes simplex virus. Most people either have no or mid symptoms and thus do not know they are infected. Okay, so isa pag ginisang maskululbaan kay you don't know that you have this kind of infection, no, because it has no or mid symptoms and thus do not know that they are infected. No, hindi ta mabalaan nga may munin nakita gali nga infection if no somehow hindi wala taga pa-check. Okay, so how genital herpes affects the body? So first is trouble urinating, no. Same sa chlamydia and gonorrhea, no, we have a trouble urinating. So next is burning sensation when urinating. Common gid na sa basta mag STI, basta may STI ka nga sakit, no. And next is blister and sores and pain and itching in our genitals. Okay, so last is human papilloma virus or HPV. It is a common sexually transmitted infection. Almost all sexually active people will be infected at some point in their lives, usually without symptoms. No, isa pa gid ni nga gapakibot lang, no, human papilloma virus. So these are the imo nga mabatsyag if you have this human papilloma virus. So first is vulvar cancer. Second is oropharyngeal cancer, and next is cervical cancer, and next anal cancer, and genital warts, and penile cancer. So next is how STIs are spread. Okay, are you ready, everyone? Okay, so how STIs are spread? So first, STI spread through unprotected sex. So unprotected sex, whether anal or vaginal sex, no, kung wala kita gagamit sa condoms or other barrier methods, no, we can get STIs, no, because it's spread through bodily fluids. Okay, so next will be STI spread through sharing of needles or syringe, no, because by sharing needles or syringe, no, diri gaagi ang aton nga dugo, no, or other bodily fluid, no. So when we say, no, ma-share sa other syringe like ginagamit sa pagkuha sa dugo, no, we can get STIs from other person nga nakagamit na sang muna nga syringe, no, nga wala ta kabalo nga may ara sila gali sang that transmitted infection. Okay, so next will be the STIs can be transmitted from mother to her child, no. So kung ang mother is may ara na sa STIs, no, malatnan niya gid niyang iya nga child, no, because even during pregnancy or childbirth or breastfeeding. So if a mother have this kind of disease na nga daan and nagbata sa or ulihin na, no, or ulihin na sa nagka STI, no, tapos kin breastfeed iya bata, no, malatnan niya gid na ang iya nga child, no. So that's why nga makibot na lang kita ang mga kabataan or ang mga children, no, mang gina-report nga may STI na daan. Okay? So last is STIs that can be transmitted through blood transfusion. So muna sa ganyan nga, hindi kita dapat mag-share sa mga injection or syringe because it can spread through blood transfusion. No? Kung nagpakuha ka dugo, no? Agang imo nga gindonor nga dugo is mayara gali mo ng infection, de malatnan kagid. Okay? So that is how STIs are spread. So next is STI prevention. So the first preventive measure is to prevent sexually transmitted infections. It is crucial to use protection during sex, no? Paggamit gid sang condoms, no, or other barrier methods, no. So in that way, no, maka hagan-hagan kita sa pag-spread or mapunggan kinato na pag-spread sang STIs, okay? So next is to significantly reduce the risk of contracting sexually transmitted infections, it's advisable to limit the number of sexual partners and ideally engage in a mutual monogamous relationship. Okay, so para malimit nato, no, ang STIs, syempre dapat we have, no, isa lang gid ka sexual partners, or you should engage lang gid in mutual monogamous, no, monogamy nga relationship, no, which is you and your partner, or only you, no, wala ka mo ga sexual intercourse. Okay, so next is to prevent STIs, it's crucial to avoid sharing needles and syringes as they can transmit infections like HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. No, amo ginang isang likawan gid, no, and when it comes to needles or syringes, no, dapat bag-ogid ang aton nga ginagamit when it comes na sa blood transfusion, no, because these diseases can spread through body fluids or blood. Okay, so next is abstinence and mutual monogamy. So amo na ni sa, no, muna gini ang pinaka 100% nga mapunggan na gid ang STI sa pag-spread because for prevention to infection, with abstinence being the only 100% effective method. So mutual monogamy, where both partners are exclusively intimate with each other and have tested negative for STIs, significantly reduces the risk but is not foolproof as it relies on honesty and consistent behavior, no. So amo ni sang abstinence naman niya is wala agid engage, no, sa sex, and mutual monogamy is you have only one partner lang gid, no, and both of you, no, dapat gapa-check gid always. Okay, so next is I want you to create a digital reflection, no. Paano ni siya? So you will discuss your knowledge on our discussion by posting a GIF, no, that represents your reaction or realization on the prevention of STI that is posted on the Padlet, no. So you can join this, no. I will send the link of my activity on the Padlet sa aton nga GC, and you will going to answer. So this is the example, no, sang akon nga ginobra, and this is the instruction kung paano nyo ma-execute, no, ang muna nga pag-ubra sa Padlet. Okay, so first is tap the plus sign above the GIF, as you can see. Second is click the plus 11 sign, no, under sang muna nga platform. So next, number 3 is find the GIF, sign under your screen, and after that put a description under your selected GIF. And lastly, submit your work and you are done. Okay? As you can see, no, sa aton nga example nga ginatag ni sir, no, this is the example, and this is the picture example, no. Okay? So ma-add nyo da, and that's it, no. Share your reflection and share your realization sa aton nga discussion about prevention of STI. Okay? Okay, now that you are finished on your reflection in our discussion, I want you to create an infographics about what we tackle. Okay? So you will now individually create a digital infographic that includes the following: 3 common STIs, 3 symptoms, and 3 methods of prevention using Canva. Okay? You know how to use a Canva? Okay, so this is the example of what your infographics should be, no? Or what your infographics, unod sa infographics mo. Okay? So this is the example. So work well, no? And I want you to be creative and Canva, work in Canva, no? Be digital literate, and also panilagan mo kitang imong ginaobra, no, if your work is in line with our discussion. Okay? So this is the rubrics for our infographics, as you can see. Okay, everyone? So I want you to create and something out of our discussion and our topic, and in that I will be grading you, no, based on that rubric. Okay, everyone? Okay, so for our assessment quiz, I want you to answer this link on our Google Forms, and I will send the link on our GC. Okay?